Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Monday, May 26th. Happy Memorial Day. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Want to send out honoring to all of our fallen heroes, everyone who is active in the military and retired. Thank you so much for your service to to our country. And like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying the weekend here. It's actually coaching. We had a 3 day softball travel tournament for my daughter that I was coaching. We won the tournament, which was pretty damn awesome. A lot of hours in the sun, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. So no, the markets were open here early to pretty much to the afternoon or to noon. Definitely was not trading this morning. Just my style of trades requires volume, and on days like today, you really don't see any volume. And you might be able to get some small momentum plays of pretty much no volume, where movement seems to be pretty erratic. But I don't know. I just feel like those are very high risk days to be trading in the market. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Tuesday, start of our week. I want to give you guys one. I want to show you how the tradable levels. I mean, here's one smack in the middle of our screen. How they reacted to the marketplace from my video on Wednesday. And then I'm going to update our weekly bands, give you guys some new tradable levels for this coming week right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right. So much happened in the market on Thursday and Friday of last week that I kind of want to pause here and um, what I honestly, as much as I really want you guys to watch this entire video, I believe the best course of action would be for you to just revisit the video on that I uploaded on Wednesday, which is my midweek review. I submit that every single Wednesday. I start off with my weekly levels on Monday. I give some updates on Wednesday, and then I like to recap everything typically on Sunday, but I'm doing it today because today was not a trading day for me. Um, I mean, I even posted it again here in my Discord. This, I believe, was, when did I post that? On the 23rd, which was on Friday. And I even said, just watch this again. Because everything that I talked about in this video pretty much came to be. I had told you guys that we were gonna have a hard time getting through this upper part of this band, but after that, volume drops off very, very quickly, and there was a big imbalance left in this market that the market probably wanted to balance back out. And sure as shit, obviously, it was a news headline, but it doesn't matter what the catalyst is. It's the fact that the movement was so swift and just pretty much was able to move so freely, and that's strictly because of that lack of volume on the movement up. If you guys remember, that was big movement up that really had no resistance and left a lot of areas that the market, I felt, wanted to kind of retouch. And that's pretty much exactly what had happened. We're taking a look at the ES. We'll start on the ES here today. So if we go back to Wednesday, which was the 21st, we were somewhere right around here, I believe. It's probably the end of the day, so it's probably closer to this move right here. We had, excuse me, tradable level at 58.55. Pretty much we saw the end of Wednesday and all of Thursday. Where at? right at this tradable level. I mean, this was just constant bounces off of that level, constant. This is on the 1 hour chart. Again, I know I keep saying it, but if you break it down into the 1, the 2, the 5 minute time frame, there's just a shit ton of areas here that you can take scalps off of and make some pretty damn decent money. And again, volume dropped off, obviously started to kind of come back after this move, but before this thing was just bare. It was bare bones over here. And sure as shit, we get the move to the downside. We tapped in again, watched the video from Wednesday, said we definitely might want to revisit this 57.73 to 57.23 band, and we sure did. We tapped into it, rejected, and went back to the upside. So where we kind of currently sit, we are sitting pretty much in between these two bands in a pocket of volume that is um, kind of a low volume pocket right here in between two peaks, and that's pretty much where we ended off price action here at noon today. But really insignificant moves, just because of the Memorial Day. Not the bigger institutions and banks and all that is just they're not trading here this morning. So what else do we have? We've got a band above us that I'm going to adjust. I'm gonna adjust this band here on the top side a little bit, but this is an area where that's got a big chunk of volume, and underneath this we've got again a lot of volume sitting here. We've got a tradable level at 5,700, and then we don't really have another band down here until 54.88 down to 54.55. It's got to eat up some pretty decent volume to get down to that band. So let's work on our new weekly bands, new weekly levels, and we'll start right here. So this one we're going to adjust to 59.56 down to 59.32. Okay, so that moves this band down here a little bit. Remember this, I think we already talked about the tradable level at the 59.32 area. Also just a lot of tradable opportunities off that 59.32 level, that's for damn sure. The next band is going to be right here, and this one we are going to adjust to 58.44 down to 58.06. Okay, so that's a slight adjustment on this lower band. And then our new tradable level, we've got one at 58.26. It should be right in this area right here. So let's take this into the dot. 58.26. Okay. So we've got above us 59.32 as an area, obviously, of to take a look at as a tradable level. We've got 58.26. I'm going to delete this 58.55 just because this has got about 2 days of price action right at that line. And then obviously below us we've got 5,700. So if we kind of reset here from a top-down approach, we got a band above us, 59.56 down to 59.32. The bottom of this band, you can see this little pocket right here of volume. I really like this little area. We've got 59.32 as a tradable level. We've got a band at 58.44 down to 58.06. Tradable level at 58.26. And then we've got this lower band that we might want to get right back into at 57.73 down to 57.23. And again, that same tradable level at 5,700. So that's the ES. Let's take a look at the NQ. All right, so NQ, we started from our Wednesday video. We tapped into the band at, see if I can blow this up here a little bit. Tapped right into this band. This was, I believe, a close to 200, I think it was close to a 300 point move off that band right here that I had called out at the 21,051 down to the 29.72. Got a very nice rejection off of that. Right back into our tradable level at 21,328. Again, another level that I gave you guys. So, and it's it's kind of crazy that you get that strong of a move and pretty much right to the point, almost to the tick on a 300 point move. The area where it stops at is the 21,328 level that I had given you guys on Wednesday. So then we had, as I had stated, we had some pockets in this chart that had, obviously this looks like there's volume here now, but rewatch the video from Wednesday and you'll see that there is no volume there. The reason why volume profile shows this mountain here now is because we came down here. But this huge move, it was an area where the markets need to rebalance. And there's still another pocket down here. This huge area here from the 20,700 down to the 20,300. We get down here again, I'm telling you, it's gonna eat through this price action very, very quickly, very quickly. Below it, we've got a band at 24.75 down to 24.12. Still have that same tradable level at 24.49. Above us, we have a band. Sorry, it's kind of jungled up here a little bit. 21,560 down to 21,486, and pretty much have this tradable level that's at 21,487. I bet a lot that we're going to get a reaction pretty much right at that point. At least that's from what I see. And then above that, we still have this band. It's been a while since we've been here, but 21,802 up to 21,864. And I'm going to add, I'm actually going to adjust this band. Yes. So let's adjust this band really quickly. And 21,004 to 29.30. And that's our new weekly band down here. If we come right back down to here, 21,004 down to 29.30. And then as far as a new tradable level, we've got one sitting right under here based on this new price action here from, I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. And that one is going to sit at, let's make this dotted. This one is going to sit at 29.08. So right below this band, that's a new tradable level, 29.08. Okay, so that is the weekly and tradable levels that I see for this coming week. As far as trades that I took last week, I think I had some. Oh, this was explaining the price action. It's pretty much exactly what I was talking about as far as on the charts. With volume, how volume was pretty much non-existent, and you can see that the movement was swift, and I thought that it was going to be pretty damn swift. Where are we at? Let's take a look at the trades. Took a trade signal on Friday, called along on the NASDAQ at 21,069, my TP1 and TP2. TP1 was at 21,076. TP2 was at 21,081 and stop loss 21,057. And again, if you guys remember, this was the day that the markets were moving really quickly to the downside. This was Friday morning, and pre-session, and to the tick. I mean, literally, my entry point was the reaction point, and it was exactly what we needed for Take Profit 1 and Take Profit 2. Again, practically zero drawdown. One of the members in What a Sniper, What a Sniper. And that's what I look for in my trade. That's pretty much my drawdown is how I really base a lot of my performance. Obviously, win rate and all that jazz is important, but that's what I'm really looking at. So hopefully here we get some decent price action here this coming week. I'm starting to see more setups. I'm starting to see the market a little bit clearer than maybe the previous week and a half, where there was some very good setups that I was about a tick or two away from entries, and they would hit the reaction, take my Take Profit 1 and 2 without me, and that kind of stinks. But again, it's part of trading, and the main thesis on the setups and the trades have been damn correct. So I say this pretty much at the end of each video. If you want to learn how to mark up your levels, how I do, there's a video in the description. And then there is a part 2 to that video, which is adding the volume profile, which again, to me, is really the only way to trade, in my opinion. This is my style now. I couldn't do it without this. So there's 2 videos there that explain it, and then each and every morning I post my levels on Discord. Discord's free to join, and every single day they're there. They'll tell you pretty much. I mark out my 5-minute and 15-minute levels, and then that will help you if you watch the 2 videos. It'll help you kind of determine if the levels that you're coming up with kind of match mine, and then integrate volume profile, and you'll have yourself a winning strategy. I can tell you that for sure. All right, that's all I got. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take care. Happy trading, everyone.